In this video, you are going to learn how to build a relationship with your customers and also how to get 5-star reviews for your product. The ActiveLoop tool is one of the most powerful in the ASM tool armory. It works with the Amazon email system, enabling you to send scheduled emails to your customers. We use these emails to build rapport with our customers and to acquire feedback and reviews for our products. Now, setting up the tool is very straightforward, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough right now. In the next lesson, we will also give you templates as examples of what to send, which you can edit to suit your own style. It is critically important that you continue to test these emails in order to get the best response. But don't worry, in the next lesson, we are going to discuss the different types of email campaigns you can use. But for now, let's go log into amazing.com and set up the ActiveLoop tool. Okay, so I've logged into amazing.com, and all we need to do is go to Tools and ActiveLoop Email. Now, I'm actually going to show you how to set up the ActiveLoop tool using this empty account so you can see how to do it from scratch. But once I've done that, we're actually going to switch over to an active account so you can see how it all works. Okay, so we're in the ActiveLoop, and the first thing we need to do is we need to set up our seller account. To do that, we just click on the seller accounts, then add new seller account, and you'll get the instructions you need. Basically, you need to go and set up an Amazon MWS account and get some information from that account. I'm assuming most of you are going to be setting up your first account with Amazon.com. So to do that, you click sign up here. If you're using any of the other accounts, if for some strange reason you decided you're going to start in the UK or Germany or any of these other accounts, then you would click on this sign up. But if you're following the training, you're going to be setting up on Amazon.com and you just want to click on sign up. It's going to open a new tab. It's going to take you to developer.amazonservices.com. Then all you need to do is click on sign up for MWS. Now once you get to this page, you want to log in with your Amazon Seller Central credentials. So that's the email address and password you set up for Amazon Seller Central. So put your email address in, your password, and then click sign in. Once you get to this screen, you want to check the button that's next to I want to use an application to access my Amazon Seller account with MWS. And you need to fill in the application name, which is ActiveLoop, and then you need the application's developer account number. This is actually this number right here. Copy it, go back to Amazon, paste in the code, and then click next. Okay, you need to check both these boxes to move forward, and there's the numbers I need. So if we go back to amazing.com, first of all, we need to give it an account label. This is any name you like. This is just for your own information. Next, you put in your first name and last name, then the email address, and this is the email address you use to log into your Amazon account. Then you grab your Amazon Seller ID, and that's right here, so copy that and paste it in. I'm not going to paste it in so I don't have to cover up this screen too. The marketplace country, you want to change to USA, and then you need the Amazon MWS auth token, and that is this big long number right at the bottom. You copy that and you paste it in to the Amazon WS token. Once you've filled all those boxes in, you just want to click on Save Account Details. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go and fill in the details and we can carry on. Now, you've probably got a pop-up screen telling you that you have to verify your email address. So all you need to do is go to your email address and click on the verification email you received. Okay, so I logged into my email and now I'm just going to click refresh page. And there you go, you're set up. And that's basically all you need to do to add your seller account to the ActiveLoop tool. So now that we're active, a little bit about how this works. Basically what's happened now is, in the next few hours, the ActiveLoop is going to go and check your Amazon account to see if you've got any recent orders. If it has, it's going to pull them in. If you haven't got any recent orders yet, then nothing much is going to happen inside the tool. However, once you do make a sale, and most importantly, once that first product is actually shipped, then the ActiveLoop will pull in that information into the tool itself, and that's when you have your product, and that's when you can assign your templates. But don't worry, I'm going to go through all that now so you can see exactly how it works. Alright, so now we know how to activate our account, I've actually switched over into a test account that's actually got some real information in it to make it easier for you to see how everything happens. Now, a lot of this information I'm going to have to blur out because although it is a test account, there are some real products and real customers in this list. So obviously I have to blur out the information, but you'll still be able to see exactly how this all works. Now, just one thing I want to make clear again is that your product is not going to appear in the ActiveLoop until you make your first sale, and most importantly, that first sale of that product has actually shipped from Amazon. Once it's shipped from Amazon, it will pull the product into the ActiveLoop. And then it's a very straightforward process. Basically, you create your email templates, and then you assign those email templates to your product. Then every person who buys your product will get added to a queue to receive those emails. So although some of this may look overwhelming when you see the information that it shows, it's nothing to worry about. It's a very straightforward process. So in the dashboard, you'll actually always see that you can see exactly what's going on. So in this case, there was no email sent in the last 24 hours. There's one pending for the next 24 hours, which means in the next 24 hours, an email is going to be sent to your customers. And in the last 7 days, there's been 3 sent. As I said, this is a test account. So we've been through the seller accounts tab in the previous account, so I'm not going to bother with that. And we're actually going to go to templates first. Now you can see these templates, these correspond to 2 different products. I'm going to show you how to add this template in a minute and how you do it. But as you can see, I've named them RayPay 1, RayPay 2, RayPay 3. And basically that means this is the first email that goes out, this is the second email that goes out, and this is the third email that goes out. Okay, you're going to see how you can name them to make this very obvious, but it does make it very straightforward. I'm quickly going to show you the products, and as I said, a lot of this information is going to be blurred out. So as you can see, there are 3 products in here. The first 2 products have actually got emails assigned to them. You can see right here, 3 emails, and the last one hasn't got any. And we're actually going to work with this bottom product, so I can show you how to actually add the templates. Now I'm going to click on orders and show you the orders. And again, obviously I'm blurring out a lot of the information, but you can see what it actually does show you. Okay, so it's showing you the order ID, and that corresponds to the order ID in your Amazon account, so you'll be able to see it. You get the name, the phone number, if they left their phone number, and it's also showing you what emails are presently going on. So 1 has been sent to this customer, 2 are pending, which means they haven't been sent yet, and so that's showing you the information. And you can actually view the order by clicking on it. Emails. Basically, these are very straightforward. There's 3 different options. There's pending, there's sent, and there's unsent. And this just enables you to see the emails that are pending, that are waiting in a queue, ready to be sent. Sent are obviously ones that have already been sent out. And unsent covers several different scenarios, but normally it's something like if a customer is unsubscribed from receiving these emails, or that you've banned someone from receiving those emails. And I'll just quickly cover that now. It's called unsubscribes. And basically what this is, if, for instance, someone gave you a bad review or replied to one of your emails and said, why are you sending me emails? Please don't send me any more emails. Something along those lines. Then all you need to do is get their Amazon email address. You can do that by clicking on the order inside Seller Central. Paste that email address into this box, click add. They'll be added to this list and they will receive no more emails from you. So basically we've covered all of these tabs, and now I'm actually going to show you how to create an email template and then how to add it to a product. And it's very, very straightforward. So as I said, we're going to deal with this bottom product, and to do that we go to templates. You click on add a new template. You need to give it a name. As you saw the other ones, I was putting RayPay 1, etc. So I'm going to put test product 1. In other words, this is a test product and it's the first email. I'm going to scroll down. These buttons, you can insert order data into your template. I don't really use these a lot. I just use the templates that you're actually going to be given in the next lesson and work from those and write my own. But basically, if we scroll down, you need to put in a subject and an actual email. Now, when you get your templates in the next lesson, there's going to be things like this in it, product name. And that is just obviously where you put your product name. So for instance, if this was about silicon spatulas again, I would just replace it with silicon spatula set. Okay, very straightforward. As I said, we're giving you templates. They will have suggestions for email subjects and for the email content. But it's very important you make that content your own. But we are going to discuss that in the next lesson in more depth. This lesson is more about teaching you how to set it up and how to actually add your email templates and get everything ready and running. Now, this is actually, I copied this straight from a Word document, so it's put too many spaces in. I'm not going to bother going through this and correcting it because this email will never get sent. It's just an example to show you guys. So we've got dear name. You should have received your product name. So again, I'll actually replace that because it's pretty easy to do. You should have received your silicon spatula set by now. I want to follow up with you to ensure you got it. If you haven't received it, there's a link at the bottom to check. You've started and contact us, okay? Very straightforward. This kind of email, we're actually going to share some tips with them, or in this case, an FAQ. Again, this is something you can look at in the templates, but basically, you're probably going to know a lot about your product, or at least you should know a lot about your product, so you're going to know the kind of questions that are going to be asked. And you can always edit this as you move along. So you might find after you've been selling for a month, 6 weeks, that there are some actual questions that get asked a lot that are easy to answer. So you can actually preempt all this by putting it in this email. So we've got some frequently asked questions and the answers you can put in, and then just that's it for now. If you've not received your silicon spatula set, please contact Amazon support here, and then the link. And don't worry, these links are in the templates too. Alternatively, you can simply reply to this email and we will help you sort out any issue. Thanks. And then you're going to sign the email. It's very straightforward to sign the email. You can use your company name support manager, company name sales assistant, sales manager, anything you want, and then use a name. You can use your own name, or you can create a pen name for one of these job titles. It's completely up to you. Okay, once you're happy with it and you're all set up, all you need to do is go back and click save. And there we go. There's test product 1. Now I'm going to add another one, but I'm just going to use the same content again. But I just want to show you at least 2 templates so that when we go to the orders, you can see how we separate them using different time frames. So I'm just going to pause the video and add another one. So we've now got 2 templates. You can see them both here, test product 1, test product 2. So we're actually going to go back now and we're going to go to schedules. Okay, all we need to do to assign email templates to a product is to click on the product. So this is the one we're going to work on because it's got none assigned right now. I'm going to click on it, and then you get all the options you need underneath. So the template, so you choose the template you want to send. In our case, it was test product 1. The timing, when we're going to send it. Again, you'll be able to see all of this information in the email template file, but I'm actually going to change this to 6 days. Repeat send, that means if a customer buys a product from you and then the following month buys the same product again from you, then if you leave it unchecked, they won't get sent the same emails again. So that's why we have that by default. It's probably not a good thing to send the same emails all over again. But if you want to do that, you can just check that box. But I'm going to leave it unchecked. So I'm using the first email template we just created, and I'm sending it 6 days later. And this is 6 days after the product is shipped. Okay, all the timing corresponds to after the product is actually being reported as shipped by Amazon. And then we click add. And there you can see schedule successfully added. And you can now see that our bottom product here has got 1 email next to it. Now we can add another one. And handily, it's showing us the first one that we added right above it. So we go down, we know we want to send the second email. And this time we're going to send it 11 days after it's shipped. This second date, it's not after this one, it's after it's shipped. So in other words, it would actually be 5 days after they received the first one, okay? And then you just click add. And that's it. Literally, we've just added 2 emails to our product. And as I said before, what actually happens is your customer buys the product, they get added to the queue, and then when the product is shipped by Amazon to the customer, 6 days later, they will receive that first email. And then another 5 days later, in other words 11 days in total after the product shipped, they will receive the second email. And it's a very, very simple thing to set up. So that is pretty much it. That is exactly how we set up the email tool. As I said several times, it's very straightforward. In the next lesson, you're going to learn all about creating your email campaigns or sequences. Then you will be able to add them as templates to the ActiveLoop tool, and you'll be all ready to go when your first sale comes in. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.